Has anybody noticed that despite the fact this update comes out next week that we'll get into in a second, the main page still seems to be the heirloom collection? It's been less than a month since that was actually added. It's understandable. The current Prime Access rather than the next one, and then Platinum and Premium packs, and then Prime Resurgence and Ember and Rhino Prime, and then please buy merch because nobody else is. The entire front page of this isn't really the latest news, which it should be, especially since I said last week, yes, I'd made a video that took a guess at when Lotus Eaters was coming out, where I said I hope it's the 21st, but more than likely it's going to be the 28th because Gamescom, of course, being the 24th, I believe it is, of August, and they'll want to show it off there, so more than likely it'll be the 28th, but I hope, really hope, it's the 21st. And the day I went to make that video live, actually the day I went to edit the video, because strangely enough I edit these videos just before they go up, just so we're clear on that one, they announced the Lotus Eaters will be coming on the 21st with Sevagoth Prime Access, which still, to this day, a week later, does not contain pictures of the Prime Sentinel, the Epitaph Prime, and one picture of Sevagoth Prime, with neither of these included in it. But the Lotus Eaters coming with Sevagoth Prime, August 21st. I have seen lots of different theories and everything else as to what could be happening in this quest. And it all comes around this one image. Or, if we sit here in Captura, we can see there is in fact, quick pause, this head is off in the distance on the Entrati tile set, and it's in the ceiling. The sky. I would say ceiling. And more importantly, this is not an entrance. A lot of people are taking guesses. Oh, she's going to go into the man in the wall's mouth who is on the ceiling. That will be the ceiling, not the wall. But we're not going to go too much into wordology here, because if you look at the light that is emitting from the mouth in the ceiling, it's coming out of the mouth, not going into. The doors on some of these pillars, I would say the pillar on the right, the top door to the far right is coming out, the door on the left is going in. These are lots of different portals that go to, we have no idea where, but there is no way that the Lotus will be going into the mouth that's in the ceiling, because that would be a way out. The light is coming out of it. The clouds are coming out of it, not into it like they are some of these other doors like this one on the left. This is the area where she is standing in that image, which poses a lot of other questions, mainly the ones of what is going to happen in this quest. I've read a lot and what I would like to see. I mean, come on, this is just a capture area, so I think Frost is just down there. Yeah, because I was trying to get out of bounds and I couldn't do it, so I have to kind of come here. Fun fact, there's actually 3 of those mouths on your screen right now. We have lost the Lotus once before, so it's not like Digital Extreme are afraid to take the Lotus once again for a short amount of time, because this is a prologue. They have specified several times this is kind of a prologue like they did for the new war, and the first thing being called the Lotus Eaters has people assuming that the man in the wall is going to kidnap the Lotus. But the imagery shows Lotus standing there looking at the exhaust, something coming out of the man in the wall, because as per mentioned, this thing in the ceiling has lights coming, clouds coming out of it, unlike the door at the bottom that has clouds going into it. One on the right coming out of it, both of the ones on the right coming out of it. And it's not like we've lost the Lotus once. Technically we've lost her twice. Ah, yes. So, yes, it is highly possible that during this quest, the Lotus is going to disappear for a short amount of time, and we're going to have to do something in Warframe 1999 to save her. Or, my favourite one, maybe we have to go there to rescue her, because it wouldn't be the first time we've actually rescued the Lotus. I absolutely love the whole 360 from the second dream, when the Lotus first came into it, and she kind of takes the operator and puts them in the seat, to when that's when the Lotus saved us, for technically the second time. When we saved the Lotus, we did exactly the same thing, but in the Lotus's chair instead of the operator's chair. That whole 360 of that event, that was an amazing moment. But we've rescued her after she was taken from us twice, because we went to rescue her and technically failed, and she was... Yeah, I'm not getting too much into quest here. And so there's no more real kind of spoilers. We'll just throw some Warframe 1999 footage up, because what I would love to see in a prologue to this would be the Lotus is... She has received a signal or something that has made her go and investigate what is going on with this whole Entrati and Warframe 1999 stuff happening. And she has gone to investigate herself. Maybe we do have to go and rescue her. We have no idea. The key point of this is the man in the wall is not going to sit idly by. But it has something to do with the Lotus and the man in the wall, so... Ooh, dare I put up that one bit of video that's now many, many years old, so it's not a huge spoiler, where the Lotus basically absorbed the man in the wall, but didn't absorb the man in the wall. Take that however you want. It has been seen as she absorbs him into her hand, but no, she actually makes him disappear. She vanquishes him for the time being. We know she obviously hasn't vanquished him. We know she obviously hasn't taken him into her hands either, because he's in much later quests, and it is much more explained what this thing actually is in later quests. But it's not like the Lotus has not met the man in the wall before. And I think what is going to happen is the man in the wall is going to have something to do with the Lotus. He is going to approach her. There's going to be a bit of story. They said it's a prologue style quest, so it could just be a 5 or 6 minute little cinematic thing, like it was when we lost the Lotus the first time round. We do a mission and it ends with a huge bit of storyline where the Lotus is taken by the man in the wall, or we get there and the man in the wall is trying to do something to the Lotus, take her powers. It wouldn't be the first time that's happened either. Or try to kidnap her and we stop him and he obviously gets away again. The bigger questions here would be more along the lines of, which man in the wall? You've got to remember, it is kind of spoilerish to say this, but I'm saying it anyway. It's been 8 months. There's 2 of them. There's 2 man in the walls now, so technically it's men in the walls. And which one is it that's going after the Lotus? Are they going after the Lotus? Taking a guess at what is going to happen here, it is a little bit... We don't know, but more than likely... Well, I'm saying more than likely. What I would like to see is the Lotus goes to 1999 to investigate Entrati, or the man in the wall has sent a signal to attract her in there, and we have to go there to rescue her, even if it's for a split second. We have been to areas that look like it before. It's not far-fetched. Is it going to be anything like that? Who knows? They said it's going to be a very short quest, so more than likely not. We can guess all we want. We will find out in 1 week. So with that, we'll leave this off here. What do you think's going to be happening? Let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.